Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ybot. Welcome back to Civilization 6. Today we're going to take another crack at the Russians. And we're going to try the same thing as before, a religious victory with the Russians. So, I did try this once before, and I ran into a glitch in CQUI at the time. CQUI has since been updated and has basically morphed into community CQUI. In fact, I'll show you right now. CQUI Community Edition. That's the current version of CQUI. The actual Chow's Quick UI mod has been more or less abandoned. It has disappeared from the Steam Workshop entirely. So, community interface update hub, whatever the fuck it's called on the Steam Workshop. We'll call it Community CQUI for now. That sounds like what it's going to be going forward. However, there are some bugs with the new patch last time I checked, so we will not be playing with that mod today. We're just going to be playing with just the base game here with some DLC. All but like 2 of the DLC packages here. As a matter of fact, the last time I attempted getting this game started, I started with Nubia right next to me, and their archers are pretty damn strong, and it sucked. So, anyway, let's get started. I think we'll do we're definitely not doing Prince. We're doing Deity, of course. We can do continents, standard map size. I think we'll go standard speed this time. Yeah, let's do standard speed. And Russia gets, of course, they get science and culture from trade routes when a civilization is significantly ahead of them. 1 science or culture per 3 technologies or civics ahead. So on Deity, that can really start to stack up and can help you catch the hell up, which is going to be very important. They also have the Mother Russia bonus here, unique ability, which is extra territory upon founding cities, which is good, and also extra faith and production from Tundra, which we're going to find very useful because we're going religious. So we're actually getting use out of both of those. Cossacks and the Industrial Age, this is kind of where they fall over a little bit, in my opinion. It's a late game unit, and all of the action, what determines the course of the game, happens very, very early. So that's where I ran into trouble with the Russians in the last couple of attempts I have done at this second Let's Play. And then the Lavra, which is a unique holy site district. It gives +2 great person points per turn. That can be upgraded to +3 great person points per turn with a with the Divine Spark Pantheon, which we'll probably end up doing. And it also grows the borders of your city by 1 tile each time a great person is expended in the city. So they focus a lot on having ridiculously huge borders, which is good. So we're going to get started.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. Embrace the chill winds of the motherland, Tsar Peter. Your fascination with science and culture is a gift, and you will learn much from your grand embassies to foreign lands. Under your rule, Russia will surely flourish and spread, absorbing all that lies around it, perhaps creating the greatest land empire seen on this earth.
Alright. So we'll see if we get a Tundra start this time. We actually want one as Peter. And it's going to take some time to load, guys, so I think I will think I will just skip ahead here. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we've got. So far, I like it. Some milk, some furs down in the tundra. That's actually going to be very useful. You got some stone over here, lots of stone. Some furs. Definitely a good amount of tundra. So let's get St. Petersburg founded. We've got a double river valley. Not that that's going to be any good in Civ 6. And let's go ahead and grab a scout first. Let's take a look at our positions here. That seems like a good spot to start off with on the salt. That's actually going to be our... so we have one luxury resource right here. We have two within range? No. Not quite. So we don't have access to that second set of furs, but we will have access to those furs. So let's get started on mining, since we're going to need mining for an awful lot of things. So let's go. Oh, also, show yield icons just so I can see what I'm doing. See what areas are good and promising to settle. Ooh, lots of mountains right here. Good for campuses. Oh. So there is a barbarian encampment down here. So I guess we get a slinger next. Yeah, that guy found me almost immediately. His camp needs... It must be nearby. Maybe somewhere down in the snow, I guess? It's clearly not right here. This is the coast. Well, he can just heal there for a bit. Let's smack that guy again. He can't heal because he's a barbarian. So if we avoid him getting back to his camp, then that's going to be good for us. Oh. Just a sec, guys. Just need to invert the keyboard so I can move around with W, A, S, and D. I have no idea why they haven't just switched to the standard, what are essentially the standard movement keys for all games. Let's use our scout to attack this guy. There we go. And let's go ahead and grab a slinger. That'll be our next thing we build. Just because we will have to deal with barbarians.
Who deserves more credit than the white?
Alright, we have mining. What is going to be the most useful? We should probably get started on astrology. At least get like halfway through. I'm going to try to hunt down that barbarian encampment with my warrior here. We'll see if we're alone on this continent. We'll see if we're getting boxed in. Hopefully we're not next to someone ridiculous. Where is that? Where is that barbarian camp? This guy found me almost instantly. So it was like within 3 turns he found me. This unit got experience. Cool. There they are. I knew they couldn't be too far away. So lots of expansion options. I'm hoping my neighbors don't eat them all up before I have a chance to expand. There's another camp. Alright. And another camp. Is this going to be another game where we're alone on our own continent? Because as much as I like that, I kind of also don't. Let's go ahead and take Battlecry so we can do more damage to them. we'll be able to do even more damage next turn when we take the Discipline Civic. It'll give us an automatic +5 versus barbarians.
It is not wisdom.
And then we get to hear from the paranoid Mr. Thomas Hobbes. I think we'll have to start with God King here. We don't have access to any tundra just yet. So what we could do is if we were working a tundra tile like this one, we could actually forego the God King Civic. But because we aren't working any tundra tiles as of yet, we're going to have to take it just so we can start generating that faith. Yeah. So there's coast up here as well. I feel like we might be on our own island, which would be a little awkward. Because we kind of did the last game exactly the same way. Hey, we got a free builder. That's huge. I didn't think they gave that to you on Deity. Well, let's grab the salt. We got a boost to mining. Excellent. Or something or other. What did we get a boost to? The wheel. Ah. Somebody's been defeated. Alright. So where are our workers assigned anyway? Let's let's put this guy over here, lock him over on the stone because that's got good food and reasonable production. Move this guy up. Attack the brute. Attack the warrior. You can heal in the woods. You should be fine. I feel like there might be some more people over here. Oh. Also, I should consider maybe... Well, we are going to play a religious game, so maybe it's worth it to hard research astrology. Then we can get some faith from the adjacent forests here or here. Yeah, let's hard research astrology. Why not? We found another goodie hut. Got a boost for masonry now for mining that. This guy can stay where he is. This guy can attack the warrior there. Speaking of warriors, we're going to need to get more of our own out soon. Alright, so we actually should have gotten a boost to archery right there. While defending, your warrior killed a scout. While defending, your slinger... Did that actually work properly, guys? Yes, it did. We just didn't get a notification for it. Alright, so we're giving this guy faster movement on hills. We're giving our slinger the volley promotion, so they hit units harder. And we're going to let that guy just fortify for now. And I guess we'll move over here, improve the stone with that guy, and expend his last charge. And the barbarian spearman's running back to his camp. We'll move our scout up. This is looking more and more like an island just for Russia. That better not be the case. This is definitely, this area right here is definitely appears to be secure. Yep. Unless there's a lot of something down here. Well, let's get started on a settler, I suppose. I'm actually going to put this worker to sleep for now, because I don't have any particular uses that I want to use him for right now. So we'll attack with the slinger, finish this guy off with the scout, move to our next turn. We could also just be extremely isolated, which would be very beneficial for us. Alright, next turn. There's a lot of stone in this area, too.
I don't believe in astrology.
Alright, so we got astrology. Let's take a look at how long it's going to take to build the Lavra. 4 turns. That is actually pretty damn tempting. We'll do that. It's only going to be 4 turns. We'll get our... we'll start generating those great profit points right away. These things built at half cost because they are a unique district. So we'll get them up nice and quick. Let's go ahead and grab animal husbandry so we can improve the cows. We've got quite a few cows in this area.
Like to the apples.
Hey, we found the Dead Sea.
Sure.
I guess we... So this, I presume, is going to be the... That's going to be the coastline. So it was an error. It was an error not to... just use the Eureka. I could have done something else. But I didn't know. We did find another barbarian encampment, though. We found yet... I got another free builder. This is really, really peculiar that I'm getting so many free builders on this difficulty. Also, we're going to have to get a warrior to defend ourselves pretty soon. And... where are the other players? The more I play this, the more I'm getting concerned that I'm on an island, which I would rather not be. I mean, don't get me wrong. No. Hey! I have a neighbor! It's nice to meet you, neighbor. Where did we meet you? I have no idea. But you know where our capital is.
Skill without imagine.
Let's just switch to urban planning since we're going to have the Lavra up in a turn. We don't need that extra faith generation. At least I don't think we do. State workforce. What do we want next? Foreign trade. State workforce? Let's do state workforce. We'll have the boost for it in 1 turn. This unit gained experience. Cool. Alright, next. So I guess we met Trajan somewhere around there. Trajan's definitely being pretty damn aggressive right now. So that makes me a skosh nervous. Makes me just a touch nervous that he's being so aggressive. So these, all 3 of these are excellent tiles. We don't want to do anything else with them. So there is more land. There is, those are Trajan's borders right there. That guy can just polish off the scout. Here's a question. Can we buy ourselves... Oh. That's very unfortunate. So I was going to ask myself, can I buy myself some slingers? And the answer is yes, sir, you can get 2 more. So... I'm thinking I'm actually going to do that. Because we're going to need something to escort our settlers, even if it's just a lowly slinger. Also, we'll be able to upgrade them into archers, which we already have the boost for, so we'll buy 2 of them, and we'll see how that goes.
If there are no dogs in heaven.
So this guy, we'll do some exploring with him while we're at it. Grab archery, just buy up a 2nd slinger. We'll see how this strategy works out for us. I believe that once we get all these guys upgraded too, it's also going to give the automatic boost for... Yeah, Hanging Gardens is up. So it's going to give us the automatic boost for crossbowmen, and holy crap, that's a good army. This could be trouble. Alright, we find ourselves on the continent with the strongest military force in the world. And they will bring legions soon. That is going to be interesting. And he has a lot of stuff coming our way too. That's kind of troubling, we'll say. What's also troubling is that this lowly slinger here is getting attacked by multiple barbarians. Oh, but there is a horseman camp over there somewhere. That was probably a poor move on my part. Not sure how much damage the horseman's going to do that guy. Apparently he's just going to stay fortified, so it's fine. So, Trajan here. Let's go ahead and send a delegation. Yeah. He's unfriendly. Okay. Alright. Well, we'll have our guy in a sec. Yeah, that's a large force of units heading in my general direction. I'm not a big fan of that. I kind of think we're getting rushed, guys. Kind of think he's rushing the Russians. I know that's terrible, but it's the best... Fuck. It's the best pun I've got at the moment. Not good enough to save my guys, obviously. Alright, so, cities. Now, does this actually count as fresh water? Yeah, it does. Cool. So getting a city set up around, say, right here would be a very good thing. We'll have to be very careful, though. Watch out for those barbarians. Also, we're going to have to pull our dudes back. We don't want our archers to be too far away, because I'm pretty sure this is an invasion force coming for us. I don't trust Trajan. I feel like a surprise war is coming very soon. I might be wrong, though. I hope I am. So for now, I think I'll actually just steer clear, as clear as I can, of those barbarians. And hopefully my unescorted settler will not get screwed. And we'll start researching walls, just to be extra safe. Go ahead and upgrade this guy. Move over here. Cannot upgrade the second slinger yet. There it is. That's not a declaration of war, but he's saying that we're going against his agenda, which... yeah. On the bright side, horses up there. It's a good spot for a third city, perhaps. Do we have a more defensible position for this archer? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, he's totally coming for us. He's coming right for us. So this guy, he's going to sit there and buff up the capital. Oh, right. And how are we doing in the Great Prophet race? We're losing against somebody who has no points, apparently. Rome's getting 1 per turn. I would like to get myself a shrine, but I think that I have to... In order to survive, I need to get more archers. And also... Oh, shit. That's a scout. I have way too many non-combat units in the field right now. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of dancing here, possibly bring our slinger in to escort that guy back. I feel like Trajan's just going straight to war now. You know what, I can actually position this guy on the far side of the river, just to make him extra safe. So I'll show you guys the new pantheons that are popping up here. So there's 2 new pantheons. There's also 2 new religious beliefs, and I believe there's a new building, religious building as well, or possibly 2 of them. So city patron goddess, that's one of them. This is an interesting one. This is actually pretty useful for people just trying to get their empire up and running. Plus 25% production in cities without a specialty district. So your first specialty district, you get 25% off. So that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good all game. And then Goddess of the Harvest is also an interesting one. It's when you harvest a resource, whatever yield you get, like say if you harvest some rice, for example, and you get 200 food out of that, just to pull a number out of my head, you would also get 200 faith as well. So that's what that particular pantheon does. But as I mentioned earlier, I'm probably going with Divine Spark just because, yeah, we'll go with this just because it gives extra great person points per district, which is just really good. So I found that. Awesome. Alright, next turn. I feel like the war declaration is coming anytime now. There's way too much stuff parked in front of my capital for it to mean anything but. On the bright side, this slinger right here is going to be able to be upgraded soon. Alright, next turn. And I think we'll, it's almost getting to 30 minutes in the video here, folks. So, we'll throw down a cut pretty soon. I would like you guys to know whether or not Trajan's going to war with me. My gut instinct says absolutely he's going to war with me. But then, he hasn't actually declared the war yet. So, making me wonder. It's just so much stuff here. My goodness. Hey Trajan, can you take your army and go elsewhere? I wish I could send a demand. I can't even send a demand. And also he has oligarchy. That means he's going to get extra attack bonuses versus me, which sucks. That sucks so hard for me right now. That is not a great situation to be in. Come to think of it, being a mid to late game powerhouse civilization is not a great position to be in when you got a ancient era powerhouse civilization breathing down your neck. Yeah, Rome founded a new religion. Well, good for them.
Each of us is carving a stone, erecting a column.
He must have
cutting a piece of stained glass. It is equally important.
What he must have done there is he must have gotten Stonehenge, which I believe is exactly what that notification just told me. Alright, so after this warrior's built, we're getting our walls up. And we need something for defense. I'm just not sure which we need. I guess we'll get started on bronze working. And we'll continue working towards political philosophy to try to get our government up. So, here's a question. What's our, why is our relationship so bad? Probably low first impressions of me. We haven't settled a lot of cities, which kind of difficult to do when he's breathing down my fucking neck like this. But, yeah. I'm wondering if I want to settle just a city in the tundra. It's something I'm definitely considering right now. Just to get a second city up and running. Although maybe I can just... I don't know why I just don't settle near the Dead Sea. Anyway, guys, I'm going to figure that out next time. I think this is a good place to drop a cut. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see what sort of action unfolds in the next episode. I think it's going to be very interesting. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. I'll see you guys next time.